Welcome back to My Life IT, guys. We're working on the Ecotec swap again. We got the engine pulled out, we got the transmission pulled out, axles pulled out, so we can start cutting these frame horns out. I'm gonna grab the camera off the stand and give you a shot of what's in there. So what I wanted to show you guys is there's actually more cracking up here around this piece of the frame horn on this side. And then down the seams of this, there's actually cracking. I already cut off this one because I was going to try to do it with the transmission in. But I think I'm going to cut these whole things out all the way up, top and bottom half of it, and just really clean it up. I was going to try to just go across the bottom and tie in, but because of the cracks on the top here and everything, I am just going to work on getting that all cut out. Which it's a tight fit in here, so I'm just going to turn the camera off and bring you back when I get it all cleaned up. Alright guys, so we got those frame horns all ground off, both sides. That's the other side over there, can't really see it. So we got all of this ground and cut away. There was pieces coming back here. We left this bracket because that's for our suspension. So we did build a mount back here before we cut all that out, so the engine is partially mounted. Now we are going to start unbuilding the cage underneath. Try to explain this the best I can. There's a mount here for the transmission, and that is actually going to sandwich and bolt to this aluminum adapter plate. And this whole bottom cage is actually going to be solid. It's all going to be welded in. And so we're going to take this mount and we're going to weld it on too. And then up here we're going to have to cut it and then go up to the actual torsion housing there and weld it back in. And then we're going to have to go and come back up in here and we're going to have to replate around the suspension mount so that this is a solid mounting spot. So that's what we're looking at doing. Also the back of this, I am going to end up leaving it square because the engine has to slide back to remove it, so I need to leave that space. I'm also thinking about I'll have crossbars in here, and I'm probably going to end up putting like a Reese receiver on that crossbar just in case I need to pull something. So that's what we're working on now. We got all our pieces cut, we cleaned up the ends, ground them a little bit so they're nice clean metal, ground underneath here, and we're going to get tacking this side of the frame in. I don't have enough jack stands to hold both sides up, so I'm going to tack one side, tack the other side, and I also cut mirrored pieces of these ones so that I have both sides already cut and ready to go in. And I got my 220 hooked up, so I got my TIG, which makes tacking these in a lot easier. So we got this side tacked. Now we're going to move to the other side, get the jack stands under it, get that side mocked up, or get set in there, and then we'll tack it in, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, so that's all we got time for today. We got our rear cage all tacked in. For the next episode, I'm going to pull this engine, get this all welded up. So basically, the back cage will be done. Next episode, we're going to move on and hopefully be mounting the radiator. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Check that notifications bell.